Today is day 2 of helping you ace your chemistry final exam, and today we're going to cover how to tell which ones are acidic and which ones are basic. This is something I find that students have a really hard time with because they don't know where to start because they can't tell if it's acidic or basic. If you have NH, and so typically NH3, NH2, that sort of thing, if you have that and it's neutral, so you don't have a negative or positive charge, it's going to act as a Lewis base because it's going to have a lone pair of electrons on that nitrogen, and it's going to pull off a hydrogen from your water molecule and thus create a positively charged conjugate acid and OH minus. So it's going to make this a basic reaction. So if it's neutral and it's got that NH group on there, it's going to be basic and it's going to be a Lewis base. Now, opposite of that, if you've got an NH group, could be like at the end of something, and it is positively charged, that means that it's going to act as an acid. So it's going to donate that hydrogen ion to water and create hydronium and then the conjugate base of that acid. So it's a weak acid if it contains that NH with a plus. Another example of one that's neutral is you have dimethylamine. This is something similar to what might pop up on your exam and confuse you. And that NH, so then it has 3 bonds there, the nitrogen, and then it has a lone pair. So it's still going to act as a Lewis base. And then over here you have the conjugate acid. It pulled the hydrogen off the water and created the conjugate acid. This one is considered an acid because it's got that positively charged hydrogen there. So base, acid. And so this base creates a basic solution because it pulls that hydrogen off and then gives you OH minus. I don't know why, but I lost my example of the last one for some reason. But that one is going to be basic. It has a negative charge. So when you see that negative charge and you have that NH group, it's going to pull a hydrogen off of your water molecule and act as a base. And so you're going to have OH minus at the end and then the conjugate acid there. I'm Kristen. I've been tutoring chemistry for 15 years, and I've created this titrations flowchart for you, which is typically the most difficult concept in AP and general chemistry. If you haven't gotten there yet, you probably will here soon. And I've laid out all of the steps for you here and made it really easy, including a shortcut for equivalence point, which tends to be really difficult. So make sure you grab that from the link in my bio, and I hope you find it helpful.